Hello, Core 3 Beauties. This is Marcos, and here we are at week 15 with our briefing video. Just a few short days until our final reviews, and I want to make sure you guys are as ready as possible. And I'm providing you this one last video to get you guys aligned with what's going to be happening. So let's dive in. And yes, it's getting sad. This is not so much stress now over the finals, although I know that's a legitimate stress, but it's sad because our class is going to be over soon and we're not going to be meeting together twice a week like we have been for several weeks. But let's enjoy it while we can. We got 2 more days left, and probably the more the tone over all this is getting a little more like, let's get this over with. So let's make sure we don't fall into this trap and we stay positive and that we finish our class, finish our race running through the finish line with elegance. And the strategy for tonight, as you already know, this Tuesday night is to have one-on-one re progress review meetings, meaning I'll meet with each of you for 10 minutes to check in on where you're at, give you final feedback. It doesn't have to be final, but I can give you feedback on Wednesday if you need, but to talk to you each individually and just clear up any questions you have and see the kind of stuff you're doing. And then mostly give you time. Each of you guys have time now to work tonight during class time on your projects. Now you can do that in 2 ways. I'm going to go to class today because I just want to be available in case anybody wants to be in class and wants to get one-on-one feedback or wants to be in the class space to work. Not expecting that too many of you might want that, but I'm going to do it anyway. So I will be in class. You're welcome to come and get direct feedback from me and work out of the class or leave if you want. But mostly, I want to make sure that you use the, the strategy where you're in a space that you're fully in class for the full evening, jamming and going heavy duty on getting things prepared and ready to go. All right, so that's the schedule. Be on the Zoom link a little early. And if I'm late, particularly the later it gets into the evening, just hang tight because maybe I get a bad feeling I'm going to fall behind schedule, but I'll try not to. So that's the schedule for Thursday night. For Tuesday night and Thursday night will be our final reviews. We'll talk more about that in a minute, but basically the deliverables, you got to finish your design assets and hopefully, ideally, your assets are being finished now and or at least by the end of the night, and so that tomorrow you're working on your presentation. So you're going to create a final presentation deck. And you're going to record a video. Now that doesn't have to be done before the finals, but you're going to record a video of your final presentation and you're going to present a 5-minute final presentation on Thursday, where we will have our guest critic join us. Now, in terms of the presentation, what you should be doing uh, is creating a thorough presentation and keeping in mind the 5-minute of presenting and the 5-minute of feedback in our in-class presentation, but also to know that I want your video to be as full and in-depth as possible. So I don't know if this means that you create 2 versions or if you simply use the time that you talk more productively or more economically. But these are the components, an overview of what the project is. So it's just an intro page. Obviously, don't spend any time on that, but just have it there, an overview on your cause of what your cause is. Don't spend a lot of time on that. Provide any research, case study, competitors relevant to your brand. Now, this is where I don't want people to get trapped. Do not spend time on this, maybe at all. Don't even include it, maybe for your in-person review, but for your video, I want to see that. Outline your target audience. That could be quick, so that could be included or not included in the in-person review. And then present your strategy, concept, design inspiration, and brand personality mood boards. This also should be quickly done. It's a little more important, but don't let this trap you into taking up your time to present. Have all the things I've just listed very concise for the in-person one, more in-depth for the video. Present your brand name and followed by the design of the logo and the touch points and the guidelines. So this is where we're getting into the meat of it. But this also is like not the primary thing. Spend time on this, but this should be also quick. Don't get too lost in the details with this on the in-person review. And then the main part of your reviews, the 5 minutes, and I apologize, it's so little time, but is to showcase your analog and digital pieces. That's the main effort here. So have an in-depth presentation of that. Again, still being efficient, and talking about your strategy for why you did it and how, and showcasing it both on screen and with the digital piece. Bring your digital piece with you. Have it there. We'll have a table full of digital pieces. I mean, sorry, analog pieces, the printed pieces, and digital pieces will be on the screen. And then this is something I want to make sure you're doing. Of course, the thank you page is at the end. It's the most important. But the second most important thing is I want everyone to end with or before the thank you page, second last page, have an overview page of your project, like a grid that shows various aspects of your project, so that you have a place to go from thank you back to that page. And when you're getting feedback, we can see your project summarized in one page. And I'll show you a quick example of that. So this is an example of a overview page that has the identity, that has touch points, and has an image of the print and a mock-up of the digital as well. And just kind of gives you a picture of the project. Okay, so I've put two projects on Canvas for this week. One is the final review deck, and provided a link to the Google Drive to make sure that is on there on Thursday, so you're ready to quickly quickly get onto the screen. We can't have time. We can't have waste time switching monitors, and I want everybody to use the Google Drive and to just quickly go up and start your presentation without a lot of fuss, without a lot of switching around, turning things on and off. Like we can't have that. We don't have time. We can't waste any time. Um, and then the presentation video has a separate assignment and a separate folder, and you have till Monday, December 15th to make your video, so it could be afterwards. And then two folders on the Google Drive that are directed from the links are here. Um, and so on Thursday, Kimberly McGuire, some of you may have had her. I don't think I've ever met her. I may have. The minute I see her, I'll know. And she'll be joining us. I'll be actually doing her class in the morning of that Thursday. Um, she's been kind enough to help us and be our guest critique person. So be ready for her. Again, it's 10 minutes total for each student. You present for 5 minutes and get feedback for 5 minutes. If you go over 5 minutes, you're going to cut into your feedback time. So don't do that because we got to stay on schedule. I'm going to try to run a tight ship. And I'm going to have to blurt out like 1 minute warning or something like that to make sure you're on track. Um, so another thing I want to do is I want to have everyone get a chance to give feedback on the various presentations, and to provide this through a Google form that I'll email to everybody before class Thursday. You just quickly fill out. That's like one of those quick surveys and just give feedback, mostly props, like give people good props on the projects that you're gonna do, and I want you to do like 4 to 6 of them. All right, and then again, remember your video recording is part of your grade. That's due on Monday, the 15th, and important that I want everybody also by Monday, the 15th, to have your teacher evaluation, class teacher evaluations filled out. That's the survey. Pardon me. It's a survey on your thoughts on the class, and I would really appreciate if I got 100% participation. Everybody does this. It doesn't take long, and but I would love some direct some typed in feedback, like tell me your thoughts. I wanna learn from you and be able to make the class better next time, because I really appreciate everybody in this class and want to hear from you. All right, so we're almost there, guys. Hang tight. Design student Sally looks like she's got things wrapped up. And that flame over her head got bigger. She's ready to just leave the class enlightened and empowered to use design for good, to help social causes, to help make human flourishing prosper everywhere. And I want you guys to feel that way too. So let's let's stay focused. A few more days. You guys can do it. I believe in you. I know you've worked so hard and gone through a lot. So it's just really key that you don't slow down now. You don't get distracted. Just a few more days and you'll be able to fall in love again. I promise you. And keep going and reach out to me if you need. But I'll see all of you soon. You might even be seeing you. I've already seen you, depending on when you watch this video. But let's stay focused for 2 more days and be ready Thursday. I will see you guys tonight and then in class Thursday. Bye.